Hello Leo, welcome to your November 2016 Love and General Tarot card readings. Thank you so much for being here. Quick note, if you are on Instagram and Facebook, I'd love to connect with you there. I'm a little bit more interactive there as well than I am on YouTube. Let's get started. I've been shuffling and preparing the deck for a while. Actually, I already did a spread for you. I got started and I was really challenged. I hope that this reading is a little bit more clear. I wasn't really feeling the message that came out before. So let's see how this one goes, okay? Let's see. I had to stop the camera because I was pausing too much and I felt like it was more pause than talking and content. I don't think that's fair for you to have to sit and wait for me. So, Queen of Swords. Okay. She came out same position as the last one as well. Partner. Okay, same. Interesting, the similarity though, kind of how it works. So let me see, okay. First of all, the Queen of Swords in the reversal and the King of Swords in the reversal. I'm kind of sensing that the swords in this particular reading, because this is the center card, is your energy. These on the other side could be the energies of your partner. Okay, I'm certainly seeing like you're kind of each sandwiching each other in here. Two of them on you and two of you on them. So certainly a intertwining of the souls is happening here. If you're totally single, this could speak to someone in your life. It can also speak in terms of family and friendships as well. So just to keep that in mind if you're totally single. I don't necessarily see the entrance of someone new, although sometimes a page could be someone new. I don't always see that, but just putting that out there to kick off the reading. Queen of Swords in the reversal. I'm really feeling, okay, that your intuition is off. That your clarity and your understanding of your life as it is a little bit skewed. Not in a crazy way, just I think that maybe priorities are being affected. And I'll explain as I move on. I feel that there's a period of healing here, that maybe there was a sense of loss. Maybe there was a time of your life that you felt was better, okay, with someone else, a different time period with your partner, and that you are in fact healing from that loss, or maybe not even healing yet. Maybe you're just starting to feel the pings of longing for times gone by, or longing for those quote unquote better times, right? And you're being sort of forced into a new phase in your life, a new I'm kind of seeing like you're kicking and screaming on the way in. Like you're healing and you're being forced to kind of be open-minded and start new chapters. Normally I see the Page of Swords as a very light energy. But in this instance, because of the reversal here and the surrounding cards, I don't feel like this is something that's quite welcome. And it's almost as though you're feeling like it's very unfair. I'm not saying the Justice card per se, but it's like, well, I went through this and nothing's really getting better, you know? And I'm going to bring in the last reading, and I know I probably shouldn't do this, but I was really, the basis of that story, and I'm seeing it here, especially with this and this, is that, you know, sometimes life gets complicated. And that was kind of the theme. And I am going to bring it in because I wish that I could share that first part of that reading with you. But it's like your life has become complicated. Your life has become convoluted. And you're longing for the days gone by, that maybe things haven't turned out the way you thought they were going to turn out. That you're maybe so far from where you thought you'd be. And there is that sense of wishing for that, longing for that, and craving that type of simplicity in your life again. Now, that's from the last reading, but it was Leo Love, November 2016. So I am going to bring it in because I felt that it was something that I think you should know. Unfortunately, it was hard for me to get there, so I don't want to, I'll give you the Cliff Notes there. But you have someone surrounding you, okay? And I know you're Leo and Wand and all that, but this I'm seeing is you. And even this as well, matched by suit and the reversal. The person in your life, there may even be a little bit of distaste in your mouth for this person, where you feel that they are like kind of part of the problem. You love them, they're in your life, they're not going anywhere, but there's a pain point. They're not perfect. And they might not be providing in a way that you really need them to provide. They might not be giving in a way you need them to give. And I feel that you feel lost. And to have the Queen of Swords feeling lost in the reversal, and feeling confused, and feeling misunderstood, and the King of Swords as well. Again, I'm coupling those two as you. The King of Swords reverse can be a mean person. Not saying you are mean, but I think there's a coldness about you. There's a chilliness going on in your life right now, and in kind of the way you interact with others that might put your partner off. They love you. They're here for you. Okay? This is your own business. I don't think that they have caused anything. This is just you. All right, this heartbreak, like I say, being almost like forced into this new place in your life that maybe you don't feel ready for, maybe you don't like, bringing in that complication of life again, where we get bogged down by the responsibilities of, you know, what we're supposed to do and everything, and the details of life and the mundane, boring day-to-day stuff of our life. And it's just not as magical as you thought you would be. That's your business. That's your stuff. You don't need to take it out on the person that loves you. They are focused on you. Okay? They might close up a little bit. They might close up. They're there for you, but they might not want to really be there for you if you aren't treating them well. To have the Tower as the foundational card for the rest of the spread leads me to believe that maybe the sharpness of tongue, the chilliness, the coldness, the blockages, you know, these energies, well, this one specifically has, you know, his sword across his chest, very closed off, almost in an aggressive position. In the reversal, sometimes even more so, right? So that's an adversarial position. And then this too is also adversarial. Hand, arm across his chest, legs crossed. You know, kings are warriors, they are fighters. They They are not always the most warm and fuzzy people. Queens as well, especially the Queen of Swords. But again, this is your business. This is your issue. This is something that you need to deal with. And if you really do feel your partner is falling short, be very careful of how you talk about things. Queen of Swords reverse is not the best communicator. Upright, perfect. Very articulate, understands the feelings and very empathetic towards others. In the reversal, not so much. Often can say things that he or she regrets. So be careful. The Tower, I don't want to see this. These are swords. These are illusions, perceptions. It's just your own thinking of things. And, you know, Pentacles are real. They're the realities of our lives. If you really feel like you are lacking, try to figure out why you're feeling in need of something before you take it out on your partner. Now, I'm not necessarily seeing the aggression between you, except for the presence of the Tower kind of sandwiched between all of you, and then the Nine of Swords. This is that regret, okay? This is that sadness. This is that the fears and doubts of, oh my God, what did I do? Did I do it wrong? Did I play the wrong cards? Did I say the wrong thing? They're not going to be afraid to attack back. You know, I'm sorry it's a negative reading. I see stress points. I don't necessarily... The Tower doesn't have to be a breakup or an ending, right? It can just be a challenge that is presented to you. And I want to pull out more cards now. I think that would add a little bit to it, hopefully. Okay, Leo, here we go. High Priestess and the Hanged Man. Interesting to bring out the King of Cups here. You know, this to me is outreach and kind words, okay? Your partner, I feel, will respond well to kind words. You might not feel like you really want to do that. You might not feel like you're really, you know, trying to... Like, it really, I feel, is the stress of your life and the stress of everything, all the responsibilities that you have accrued over the years or whatever. You know, all of the car payments and the mortgage and the jobs and the cooking and the cleaning and all those things, you know, they get heavy sometimes. And even dealing with heartbreak, if this speaks to you where it's actually a heartbreak, where it's actually a breakup from someone in the past, and you are now being forced to go and date someone else, and, you know, they're in your life. They're present. They love you. They care about you. There could be a soft exchange of words if you allow that, if you aim for that, if that's what you want. You know, it doesn't have to be this tower, like, where everything feels like it's coming crashing down and you cause all this stress, you know? The High Priestess is the keeper of truth and the intuition. You're faulty on yours because of the reversal position. It's not coming through entirely clear. But you have that power within you, because even though she's reversed, you still are the Queen of Swords. I always think of her sword as a lightning rod, and the lightning indicative of the messages from the universe, right? And she is the collector of those messages. She receives them and she interprets them and she carries out, like she's got her hand waving. She's like sorcery, puppeteering. She's making things happen. That's what she does. Just don't cloud those messages from the High Priestess with this stuff up here, that I talked about. It's a matter of how you see things, the Hanged Man. It's a matter of how you perceive those responsibilities in your life, how stressed out you get, how you respond to feeling in need, feeling like something is lacking, like there's not enough romance in your life, there's not enough sex, there's not enough kind words, there's not enough money, there's not enough good things in your life, and like, I'm freaking out. It's intense. But how do you see that? If you see it as intense, it's going to be intense. It's going to be really, really hard. But if you relax and you talk and you take on this Knight of Cups energy, so will your partner. They won't be, I say he, male or female, they won't be adversarial with you. If you go to their level, the Cups level, okay, and speak from emotions, speak from feelings, as opposed to speaking from swords, right, from weapons, it's better, it's softer, it's more going to be, it'll be better received, They're there to help you. They love you. They care about you. And they understand that, sometimes we operate at different wavelengths. You're not always on the same page, with your partner. And sometimes things come into your life, come into your mind, and they bug only you. Just because they aren't being bugged by it doesn't mean that they won't understand it. And if you are able to talk your way through it, I think they'll be able to help you see things differently. Okay, this was a really challenging reading for me. Probably the most challenging that I've had in a very long time. I have no idea why. In the personals, sometimes that happens, rarely, but sometimes. But never, ever, ever in the monthlies. Never, ever. So I don't know. I hope it makes sense for at least one person out there. If it makes sense for one person, then it's worth it. Okay, so let's do a general now. Keeping it open for whatever. I'm not going to limit this one. This is just whatever comes out, I will interpret. So what else does Leo need to know? November 2016. Here you are, King of Wands, true to your fire self, your amazing Leo sunshine self, which we all love. I love my Leos. Okay, King of Wands. Now you're coming from a position of strength. Okay, let's get started. Hanged Man again. The Moon, interesting, the Moon, because we had the High Priestess before, and she is she has the moon under her feet. She's the keeper of the moon, of the subconscious or the mysteries in our lives. Judgment, we can start there. judgment, an awakening, a new head on your shoulders. Goes well with the Page of Swords, okay, that we had in the last spread. I feel like that last reading was very dark, okay? Temporary. These are short-term readings. It's not going to be, the end-all be-all for the rest of your life. And this might even be kind of the aftermath, right? I mean, we have this awakening coming up out of the darkness, out of the rubble of the tower, and things feeling lighter. It's like you have a freak out for a moment and then it just dissipates. It's like a movie, you have the climax and then the resolution. And this is the resolution of that. It's the number 20. It's the second to last one in the major arcana. So you're feeling better. You're feeling more aware, right? Like you have a better understanding of things now. Things are starting to feel a little bit more complete, starting to make more sense, and okay? You're starting to see things differently. The Hangman, just like I said, it's all about your perception of how you view things, There's a Ace of Pentacles here, but it's in the reversal. I think that there's a lesson that must be learned, all right? This is the universe's annoying way of teaching us a lesson. And once you reach this point, okay, you might be presented with something a little bit tempting, okay? This is a card of, for me, like battles that are not worth fighting, fights that are just like pointless, and arguments that are ridiculous and they're not productive, they don't get us anywhere, and it just is what it is, right? And I'm kind of feeling like there may be something that comes up after this, right? Because it's immediately after, that comes up that kind of like tempts you or tests you, and then here you are, the Chariot, trying to figure out the logic versus passion, what makes sense, but what do I feel, and until you get past this, I feel that the universe, it's kind of like dangling a carrot. It's like, well, if you can make it through this, then I have this reward for you, but you don't get the reward until you make it through, until you figure it out, until you make the right decision. And I don't know how this speaks to you. I'm keeping it very generic because it is the general reading, right? I don't see it speaking specifically to career, and I don't even see anyone else except, well, that's not true. I do see this person here. But I forgot she was out. But, it is the dangling carrot to get you to do something. Well, to do what? I feel like there's something that you need to walk away from. And this is going to require an ego check, right? The restructuring of how you perceive things. That can be very challenging for a king. Kings are more stubborn. They're stubborn. They are usually right. Okay. And they are hard. It's hard to get them to change. Stubbornness. But I feel that you do, right? We all kind of come to this point in our life where it's inevitable for us to leave. It is inevitable to leave something behind. And that leaving, I feel, is very hard. You're going to need to see what it is you're leaving and look further into the future. Here's the future. Someone is here. Okay. It is unknown. It is unknown what your future will hold, but this is you having faith that it will be okay, having faith that someone will be there, having faith that the reward will be there once you make it through the dense fog of your life in this month, okay? Again, short term, not forever. Let me see. I don't know. I don't know, Leo. Again, reinforcement, same Page of Swords, Ace of Swords, the Judgment card, or I'm sorry, yeah, Judgment and Just. So you have both Judgment and Justice. It's interesting when they kind of come out together. You know, things will be fair. You have something that you need to move away from. You have darkness, okay, that you need to rise above. And I think that the universe will make it, major arcana, they are inevitabilities, right? They are things that are bound to happen, no matter what, at some point in time. And you will say things clearly. I have full faith that things will, that the pathway will sort of carve itself out, and then you can freely walk through without obstacles. Things will be fair, things will be just. You will understand the meaning for things. You will understand the purpose of things. You're not going to continue to play this game. You might be tempted, you might be tested, all right? Something will come back into your life and you'll have to play that battle, right? You know, we have the scales here, we have this. This tells me that you will find an equilibrium, right? Your heart will not win, your head will not win, they will both win. You will find a win-win situation in terms of moving forward, or in terms of, you know, a direction or a choice that needs to be made of some sort. I feel that the darkness, right, the choppy waters will very soon be behind you. Very, very soon. I don't see long-term here at all. I don't see this being a very prolonged thing. I see in and out, right? And the universe will tempt you with a reward of some sort. And when you see the reward there in front of you, and that you need to sacrifice something or leave something behind in order to progress, in order to move forward, you will. And you will be victorious. This is success and victory, and that's it. I mean, it's a very simple story. I just said it. I mean, it's a very simple story, and I think that you won't have any trouble at all with it. You won't have any trouble at all with this little battle. This can be really intense sometimes, but I'm not seeing it being intense for you. I'm seeing it more as just a stop along the way, something that you kind of just need to do, and then you move on, and then it's fine. Right? I mean, the reward is there. It's waiting for you. Someone is waiting for you on the other side. You just have to leave something behind, an idea or something that's comfortable, something that you view as safe. You need to make yourself uncomfortable. Walk into the unknown. Walk into the darkness, because on the other side you have someone, you have clarity and understanding and victory, and you have smooth horizons. So, okay, Leo, I'm gonna call it quits, because I don't know. I really don't know. One thing about being a tarot reader is how you sometimes doubt yourself when you have messages. It's one of the hardest things to overcome. Sometimes it creeps back in. But I'm going to leave you with that. I hope it made sense for, like I say, at least one of you. I wish you nothing but the best for what might be a little bit of a dramatic month for you. So, nothing but the best. I will see you next month. Thanks for watching. Bye.